for calling to Market Services.
Yes, my name's Jason Smith. Will you be showing other movies than just Captain Marvel this weekend, or do I have to wait till after the weekend to bring my kids?
Well, the schedule hasn't been updated just yet, if they're just showing that, because we have a couple of kids' movies out of How to Train Your Dragon is out.
Yeah, we wanted to see that.
Movie, so the schedule just hasn't been updated just yet. It usually is updated no later than Wednesday evening.
Are certain larger movie theaters only showing Captain Marvel for the weekend coming up? Or is it a hoax perpetuated on 4chan? I'm going to show you all the evidence out there, all the arguments, and my goodness, is this a heated topic. Also, the movie, because it is at the center of a controversy involving at its core the mainstream media being claimed to inject narratives into its movies, which they do, which in turn obviously makes the movies suck. Many people are flipping out and want to really know what's going on here. In fact, a YouTuber that I watch a lot is trying to say that this is all because people are being chauvinistic, and I disagree with him. And in a segment coming up, I'm going to actually play that video and disagree with him. But let's, in this video, look at, is it true that it's the only movie that's going to be playing in certain theaters on release day, March 7th, and the weekend after? 2, what it means if it's true, and why they would want this to happen. I'm sure a lot of you can wonder why, but also why, if it's false, we got to go both ways. If we find out it's false, we will ask, why would someone perpetuate such a hoax? And where did this start? Yes, there is evidence it started on 4chan, but let's move ahead here. Let's look at the trailer and see for ourselves if there's a reason that people think that an agenda has been implanted into this movie. We're not going to say that an agenda is implanted in the movie. We're going to look and see if there's a reason that people are reacting this way. Because maybe I'll be wrong when I pull up one of the GreaterSapien who made his video about Captain Marvel. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe he will be right. Maybe there's no reason in this trailer to think that. I've already watched this trailer, damn it. Okay, well, in the end, we'll do the I disagree with segment and also look at a few more things that are going on around this movie, like some articles that have come out that say that the movie is feminist, but also humanist. However you want to take that. I mean, isn't every movie humanist? Right? Every movie's humanist, isn't it? It's about humans. I mean, maybe if it's Milo and Otis. Was Milo and Otis human? Well, yeah, because the cat and dog had human emotions, right? So, I'm stretching. Let's go. This is UNIRock. So let's get caught up on what everyone is saying. The first I heard about this new situation was from Memeology. Let's let Memeology tell us what's up. Now, when you first look into this, as you can tell, it does seem like Captain Marvel is only being shown in many places. I went and did some research. You could go click through different movie theaters and go to March 8th when it releases in just a few days. And as you go down, you see only Captain Marvel. If you go to the day before, you see that there are many other movies listed, okay? Now, this is like this for many movie theaters. And as you heard at the beginning of my show, the beginning of this video, you heard me calling movie theaters too and what they told me. So if we go to March 8th, only Captain Marvel. March 9th, only Captain Marvel. March 10th, and the 11th, and all the way up to the 13th before we start to see other movies. And it's really only Captain Marvel in that one. But you're going to say, what about other movie theater listing sites? I got you covered. So here's another one. This is for the March 4th on Monday. So let's go to release. Oh, this is day before release. We see a lot of different movies. We go up to day of release. Maybe it was day of, no, it's 8th. And then we start to see the only heroes screening Captain Marvel's Captain Marvel 2D. Let's go to Saturday. Captain Marvel, Sunday, Monday, and then other movies start to pop up. And it's like this for many, many, many other movie theater reports. Now, if you go to Reddit and you look around, Marvel Studios Reddit, is anyone else's local theaters only showing Captain Marvel this week? When you scroll down, according to the movie times on multiple different websites, Captain Marvel will be the only movie playing. You're perpetrating a 4chan hoax. Movie theaters do not post their schedules until Thursday unless there is an advance ticket sale. Captain Marvel is the only movie doing advance ticket sales right now. But where do you live? The whole month of March is out on Cinemark.com. That may be Cinemark. I live in Texas near Dallas. AMC doesn't have anything posted past 3/7. Now, as you go down, this argument is one of the most heated arguments on Reddit that I've ever seen in the last week. Why am I saying that? Because it just goes on and on and on. So what's the real truth? Well, I wanted to hook everybody up and really get to the truth. And while I tell you, I'm going to let Memeology. Oh, this is another video of his. I'm going to let we're going to watch a little more of Memeology's video. Memeology 101. Please check him out. Great freaking channel. I called around to many different theaters all across the United States, and I have to take what people are saying around the world into context also in different countries. Now, this is true that it's only Marvel being listed, but listen to me here. When you call the corporate office, or when you call, as you heard in the beginning, they all make an excuse and say, well, we do this all the time. Since Captain Marvel is so big, you don't have to worry. Yes, Captain Marvel will be shown like crazy, but you'll still be able to see How to Train Your Dragon and other types of movies. And I've been told that by every theater I've called. They said, yeah, I know. Captain Marvel's the big thing. It's what's listed right now, but don't worry. Come up, if Tuesday or Wednesday comes up, you will be able to see other movies, and you'll be able to see them this weekend. But listen to this. I actually don't like perpetuating conspiracy theories unless they're true. And I called many big. Now, here's the thing. Some of the bigger theaters that I called wouldn't answer me, and they dodged the question. They said, well, I don't know if we'll be showing anything else. And I thought to myself, you're working for a movie theater company that's shown many different things, many different movies every weekend for a long time, and you can't definitively tell me this, right? And that's when I got a little bit worried. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about a couple other things that have to do with this movie, and I will update you by the end of this edit if I find anything else out. But as it sits right now...
And then, for whatever reason, about 5 years ago, they decided, scratch all that noise. Our 400... I was going to say she's like the 400th most popular character. No, she's way up. Our 1,245th most popular character, that's our new flagship character. So...
And Comics Matter with your boy Zach does a really great job of explaining why a lot of hardcore long-term comic fans do not appreciate that Captain Marvel, the female version of Captain Marvel, is at the forefront of Marvel's, instead of Spider-Man, Wolverine, now we've got her as the front man.
She gets mentioned in everything. She's on every poster. She's right there in their face. And that's both the problem with her, but that's also the problem with modern Marvel. She is being forced upon the reader. They've basically thrown out everything they've done for 50 years. And I made this comment in an earlier video, and people kind of laughed good-naturedly, but if you go read the editorials,
He basically says that, yes, the editorials say it, they all say it, it's a really messed up thing that she's forced in as the flagship character, especially with Marvel demonstrating their complete takeover by this whole SJW agenda, which if you do pay attention to Marvel and you're not just an outsider looking in, you'll see it. Why do people have a problem with Brei Larson being Captain Marvel? Well, as you can see, just a little tiny Google search. Brei Larson is sick of being interviewed by white dudes. Irish Times. This month. February. It's March like 3rd. I don't want to hear what white men have to say. Brei Larson. She doubles down, wants fewer white men on Captain. She wants fewer white men. You know what? Let's take a quick look at this. On Captain Marvel's press tour. Oh, nice. Well, that doesn't seem much like equality or much like fairness, but gotcha, Brei. Why is Brei Larson considered a bad choice? Well, this is the problem. Now, I want to show you what my friend GreaterSapien had to say. Captain Marvel is ruining everything, and he starts off kind of ranty, but he gets into it, so let's give it a chance because I disagree with him and I want to respond. Let's do it.
You know what's getting on my fanboy nerves right now? Captain Marvel has destroyed the MCU. Brei Larson has destroyed Marvel. Captain Marvel is nothing but SJW propaganda. Wait. Let me be clear. What's pissing me off is whiny little fanboy trolls keep saying nonsense like that. None of these people...
Well, that's the thing. I like GreaterSapien, so I want to respectfully disagree with him, honestly. But GreaterSapien, if you just look for a little bit, you do see that according to people who are literally experts with large channels that have been covering comics not just for the last 5 years, but for much longer, lifetime collectors, they say that yes, this agenda is being forced in, and there is kind of a reason to think that it is, other than just what I've been talking about.
The movie just says they haven't. It's possible that the messaging will be so severe that the movie will be ruined. But I think the greater possibility is that Brei Larson's feminism is so strong that these boys wither under its smoky gaze.
No, I don't wither under it. I own it, okay? I don't wither under any of it myself. I can't speak for other people that want to speak against her style of feminism, because her style of feminism, let's take Brei Larson's style of feminism and apply it towards another group of people. Let's take a male applying her style of feminism towards women. They would literally lose it, because she says things like, Brei Larson's sick of being interviewed by white dudes. I don't want to hear what white men have to say. Wants fewer white men on the cast with her, or on the tour with her. Let's see if there's anything else. She doesn't want Captain Marvel's press to be too white male. I don't want to hear what a white man has to say. My own words, #unity. Now, how is it unity to be discriminating against white men and not just looking at people as people? The problem with this extreme type of feminism is that it goes into the realms of prejudice. You see, feminism was in the early stages was about everyone getting their own fair share, being equal, you know, sticking to that equal thing. But when people realized that if feminism was the type of thing that could get them roles, could get them respect, could get them outrage, could get them attention, they said once they hit the equal point, and yes, it's been at the equal point for a long time regardless. If you want to argue that, I'd like to sit down and talk sometime with someone, but I think we are. I don't think that in every situation it's equal, but I think the majority of people out there, and the people I've met, I've traveled all over the world, most of those people do not look down on women, and a very, very small amount do, and a lot of people don't respect them for it. I know that's not the case everywhere. I'm just trying to talk about what I see as the general public. But the problem with that type of feminism, as you can see by her own words, does she say this kind of stuff every once in a while? Are people taking this out of context? No. Just listen to her. That's the issue with Brei Larson. So why do you think that people like, and I'm not mad at GreaterSapien, because people like GreaterSapien, he does a different thing on his channel. GreaterSapien criticizes conspiracy theories that take science and don't completely misinterpret it so that they can create a conspiracy theory, and I love his content. But he admits that he's not an expert in the comic field, and he's not an expert in this type of stuff that he's looking at. And what I want to tell you is definitely that there is an overwhelming agenda to protect the prejudice level of feminism. It's almost like you can't even step up and say anything where you're trying to tell people, hey, okay, you just said you want women to be equal, but then you want, white men to shut up and not talk and not interview you. Okay, so that's kind of taking it to a prejudiced place, because if we put a white man up there and he said that to someone else, it would be really bad for that white man. He would be ostracized by the SJW crowd. That's the point. If it's equal, we can all apply it to everyone and say, that's cool. It's almost, you see so much prejudice coming from this this new feminist movement, and I do think it's because it's the end of the new feminist movement that's overwhelmed the equality part, but that's just my opinion, and I don't want to harp, so I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for watching the video. Please check out GreaterSapien. He has great content, and I do appreciate his opinion, and I like the opportunity to be able to disagree when I can, or agree like I do most of the time with him. Make sure you check out Captain Marvel's Everything Wrong with the SJW Marvel. Comics Marvel with your boy, Zach. He did a great video. Shout out to him. Also, check out Memeology 101, as I shout him out all the time because he digs some good stuff up. Remember at the beginning of the video, I tell you how I really feel about movie theaters solely playing Captain Marvel. Too early to tell. We won't know until we get closer and we see the schedules, the actual schedules, because normal schedules for some movie theaters don't go out really far unless it's a very big movie. So what is my point? Give it a couple days and I'll let you know the truth on whether that conspiracy is true or false. Is it possible? Sure, especially with some of the counter arguments that are out there. Is it likely to happen? I don't think so, but if it does, I'll be reporting it to you. I'm UNIRock. Thanks for watching, and as I always say, I'm outie. Outie 5000. Thanks for watching.